You'll put my Keurig drink machine to work.
Hello, Truby Biz Builders. How are y'all doing tonight? Last night of rush hour, and we got a few people on here that are very special. We have, of course, my fiance, Angel Fletcher, 8-star director. And then you also have my other part of my upline, Elisa Coward, 7-star director. And we have Colleen Campbell, 7-star director. Welcome, Colleen.
Hey, guys.
So, end of the month, last day, few more hours left until everything closes. And we figured we'd hop on here for the last night for rush hour and give you a few little tips on what's happening, what we're doing, what are other people doing, because we do have the pulse, our finger on the pulse of the field out there. So we get to hear what other people are doing as well. So who'd like to start it off, ladies?
You go right ahead, Colleen.
Okay.
I've had us for 2 nights, so you go right ahead.
Okay. So mine's a little bit different because I'm having group issues. So we are doing things that you can do outside of a group. Sending out messages through the Penny app. You can literally send 500 messages in an hour for those of you guys that are on it and utilize that. And then I am, as always, I'm literally building for next month on top of it. So I just went through my friends list and I picked 10 creepy guys that I don't know that I was like, why am I friends with you? And then I went to their friends list and I sent out friend requests to probably 100 people. So that's what I've been doing the last couple hours because I need more friends. I need more prospects. I need more people.
Well, I like the way you think because you're carrying your momentum over to next month.
Absolutely.
You know, some people lose sight of that. They're like, oh, month in, and all of a sudden they're sleeping for the next 5 or 7 days. And it's like, no, carry that momentum over to the next month. But especially if anybody's into ranking, I always tell people, don't just hit your rank and stop. You need to blow past your rank because we do know there's going to be some clawbacks. So you might have a little backslide, but blow past that initial marking of your rank. That way, getting into the next tier of ranking is a whole lot easier. And I see that mistake all the time.
Yep. I'm also scrolling through any group I'm in and seeing who has some amazing before and afters and stealing them.
Yep.
Putting them in my story. Right. I just hung up the phone with one of my 5 stars and I gave her the message that I've been sending out on the Penny app and said, send this to 500 people. She said, I could do that. Let's do it. So yeah, there's a lot you can do. We got, you know, it's 6 o'clock here. I got 6 hours here. I'm gonna work for 6 more hours.
Absolutely. I love that. Yep. I'll tell you, Colleen, another thing that I love to do is this is a great night to ask for referrals.
Good idea.
Existing customers. So, and you can do that from the Penny app as well. You know, hey, Colleen, listen, you've been a loyal customer for 6 months with me and I'm so grateful, but it just hit me. I forgot to tell you that this is what I do is actually a home business. And since I heard that Google, the #1 Google thing right now is how to build a home business, I thought I'd reach out to you. And if you're not, maybe you know somebody that is.
Good. That's good.
So that you guys, you can't sit back. And Elisa, I know you probably hear this a lot too. Oh my gosh, Miss Angel, I can't get any business builders. Well, you're not going to get business builders. If your intent is to share the product, guess what you're going to get? Product users. But if your intent is to go out and recruit business builders and you actually posture and position yourself and use that language, then guess what happens? You find business builders. It may take you 10 times as many people. You guys, it's a numbers game. It's not about the numbers, but it is a numbers game. If you said that to 100 people and you end up with 2 business builders, okay, is that a bad thing? No.
Those 2 can bring in so many. Yep. I know yesterday I found this girl on one of my Facebooks and she's super cute, super sassy. She does all kinds of whatever those videos are where they sing to somebody else's voice or they talk trash to somebody else's voice. And I sent her a message and just kind of shared with her a little bit about what I do with her little sassy personality and what she could do. And yeah, she ordered today. I mean, you can find people, guys, that are already, especially if they're funny. Funny people are just awesome. They get a big following. And then
Well,
as they begin to get slimmer, then people are going to want to know what they're doing.
absolutely. And it never hurts to go seek out those people. You know, there's that little video thing that you can click on now that it just like shows you videos on Facebook.
Yeah.
Go over there and be nosy. Go see who's doing videos. Go see who's being silly. Go see who's brave enough to be an idiot on Facebook, and then send them a message and say, oh my gosh, I got a glimpse of your videos. Have you ever thought like putting that to work for you and making that little side income from it?
Amen.
You guys,
Yep.
that's a reach out.
No, that's literally how I found my girl. Literally just scrolling through. And once I saw one video and it was really cute, I was like, I started looking through others and I go, oh man, she could be so good at this.
Yeah.
And you know, you just tell people, we all human nature, you know, we like to be complimented. And, you know, I just say, you know, kind of, you can scroll through my wall, see what I do, and let's do this. You know, she's going to nursing school. She needs extra money. She's doing videos for free. Let's, you know, do it. So yeah.
Absolutely. And you guys, go ahead, Lisa. Sorry.
No, I'm saying that's smart. I think that's a great idea. I think we all know and see influencers, and like, what does it matter? Like, you can message them and tell them, like Colleen said, compliment. Hey, really love your videos. Like, you know, you could join my team and possibly get paid to like do these videos and stuff. And that's, if they answer, great. If not, who cares? Like, what have you lost by one compliment to offering them that, you know, opportunity? I think that's actually a really good idea.
Well, I'm going to tell you something else that's really cool, girls, is I'm a big Clubhouse fan. I've been attending so many conversations about Instagram lately. And, you know, everybody's always out to find the big influencers. And it's funny because the big influencers have egos 10 times their size. So they're very, you know, they're very cautious about whose message they answer and who they talk to. And so one of the things that's been talked about lately, sorry, I can't control my dogs. Like, it's their home. It's like y'all having kids. It just happens. But one of the things is to stop looking for major influencers and start seeking out micro influencers, people that have between 7,000 and 12,000 followers on Instagram, because they're hungry. They're more apt to work with you. They're more apt to want to do something to build their influence and build their followers. Their goal is to become a massive influencer, but they got to go through all the steps for growth. And so they were saying it's a whole lot better to go and find 10 micro influencers to put to work for you rather than going and looking for one massive influencer that you're never going to get and you're going to spend all your time trying to get. You don't
Right, because
have to do
everyone
as much
else is trying to get them. Right.
That's right. You don't have to do as much convincing with the micros. So that's just a really great way. You know, I don't know if you guys have ever heard of this, but it's called recruiting up. So what that means, guys, is you're recruiting above you income wise. So you're recruiting up. So and that could even be influence. You could be recruiting influencers and recruiting up. So you're going for people who have a bigger following than you. And it takes some nerve, and it takes being brave, and it takes being able to handle rejection. But I'm going to tell you, there's a lot of people in this organization, in this company, that have the kahunas to go and have those conversations. If you guys would just put your big girl panties on and march on it, you never know what you could end up with. You know, Colleen had no clue. She had no clue. She just reached out cold. That's it.
That's it.
What's she going to say? No? Okay. It was a no if you didn't ask.
Right. And before True, like, I would have never done stuff like that. I would have not stepped out of my comfort zone because I didn't want to be told no or whatever. And now you just realize that if you get 10 no's, but you get that one yes, you never know who that one yes is going to be. You know, it could be huge. So, yep, step out of your comfort zone, guys.
Last minute thing that I would be doing tonight is anybody that I'd sent a link to and or left hanging, I might tonight reach out and say, hey, listen, I'm just curious. I didn't see an order come through. On a scale of 1 to 10, where are you at in this? Like, I don't want to bug you, but
Right,
if you have
right.
questions, I want to be answered. I want to be able to answer them. And you guys, if they're between an 8 and a 10, again, I would send over and say, listen, right now we have a decision pack, and anybody that's falling between an 8 and a 10, the decision pack is a perfect choice. Like it's the smartest solution for you. Then you can decide which one works better for you. You guys, if they're a 7 or below, I would literally offer them the group option and say, listen, I have this really great group. I have an upline. She might can answer questions. She knows a whole lot more than me. Heck, she's the reason I'm here. So I can put you in a 3-way message. If you just want to kind of simmer and take a look at what I have going on, I have a great group page with huge support, recipes, all that, testimonies that you can take a look at. That's what I would be doing, is sorting people tonight.
And we can invite them to
Well-
that quick call tomorrow. Don't forget about that too. Now's a good time to kind of
Right.
plug that. Sorry, were you going to say that, Ryan? Right.
No, I was leaving that up to you.
Oh.
What I was going to say is, think about, what are we on tonight? We're on rush hour. You know, this is the last night. If you're pushing for a rank or just trying to get momentum, trying to do whatever, you have to be kind of rushing. This isn't laid back, hanging out, chilling. This is rushing. You know, have you ever been late to a plane ride? Have you ever flown through the airport, pulling your luggage, and you're jaw-jacking with the people in line so you can get around them to get through security, and you try to rush through security, you got to rush to the ticket gate, and sometimes you got to talk your way onto the plane or whatever it may be, because I've been in that scenario. I've been there where they've shut the door on me, or I've had to go back and get Angel's cell phone that she left on the plane. Whatever the case may have been, you're rushing, you're in a hurry. So what you're doing is talk to people, and if they seem no, move on to the next one. Go back tomorrow and follow up with that person and give them a little chat like you normally would. But move on to the next one. It's rush hour, rush hours. We have a few hours left. If you want to give, I can't use that terminology, but if you want to get serious and balls to the wall, let's do it. Go fast tonight. Go fast, and I'm telling you, you're gonna fall in love with it. Every time, every one of us, when we're getting close to ranking, it's like go time. It's like you're in a freaking speed racing car and you can't even hardly hang on because you're going so fast. You got 1,000 things going on. Also, I want to edify what Colleen said as soon as she got on here, and Elisa said it last night. If something's working for you, share it with your downline. How many times do we sit back and go, you know what? I wish I had 10 more Ryans, or I wish I had 10 more Lisas, or 10 more Angels, or 10 more Colleens. I wish I had more of me doing what I'm doing. That's how you can get that going. Give them what's working for you to them and let them work. Share what's working with you. Go ahead.
I was going to share something. You know how you said, Angel said, go back and to anyone that you sent a link to. So let's say you're not organized. You've sent out during the month, you've sent out 25 links, but you really don't know the names of everybody for sure because you've talked to 3,000 people. Do you know that you can actually go to the search bar in your messenger, put your link in and hit search, and it'll bring it up. So that'll help you do it way faster.
That's right.
That's someone like me. I have to do stuff like that.
That's exactly right. And it'll take you to it'll bring up everyone you've ever shared a link to, you guys. And guess what? Go back to last month. Go back to last month. See who didn't do it last month and go, hey, listen, we are down to the wire. I forgot to reach out to you. We've got this new decision pack, and I thought, I absolutely cannot believe I forgot to send it to you. But we're in the last minutes of this. You may want it. It's 2 weeks of this and 2 weeks of that. Dude, that's a perfect pack for you while you're trying to make a decision.
Nice.
Yeah.
So
that's the
guys,
plan.
I use 7-day experience pack. The 30-day, I'm calling that the decision pack. And then I have the 2 weeks. If I sell, and I'm also talking to people and saying a 14-day experience pack with the drinks if they want one bag. Those are my options. I'm not giving them any other options right now. We're down to the wire. You don't push for big packages. You're not pushing for how much volume can I get out of one person. it's numbers. You want to get as many messages out to as many people so that you can get as many responses tonight, and those to get those 75 PVers in so they count in your numbers.
Yep.
And if it doesn't happen tonight, so what? What's going to happen? What's the worst that can happen? You push everything over into the next month, and maybe April's your month, you guys. Maybe that's the case. And this is what I'll tell you. If you miss it tonight, don't stop tomorrow. Don't go, oh, I'm going to take a week off. I'll get this at the end of the next month. You guys, if you secure it the first 2 weeks of April, then you ride. You don't ride till you get it. So move it up so you're not pushing it the last night. I'm gonna tell y'all, personally, I miss needing 32 people by midnight. Like, that was so much fun for me. That was so exciting. Sometimes I'll play this stupid little game with myself and I'll be like, okay, I have 87 personally sponsored. I want 90 when I go to bed. Because that's like the only thing I have to compare to it is just challenging myself. So you guys there's still time. Like, it's 9 o'clock here. You literally have 5 hours.
I remember
wanna-
Sherry Cerritos. I'm sorry, Alicia.
Oh, go ahead.
Elisa, sorry.
I was just going to say, I want to reiterate what Angel's saying. I think people are like, man, I fell short or whatever. You're setting yourself up for next month. You're setting yourself up for tomorrow. Yeah. Don't forget, this whole process starts again when you wake up in the morning and you already have that, communication with those people or whatever. You already have the ball in their court, if you will. So don't be discouraged because you're just a step further for next month, right? So kind of look at it that way too.
That's right.
Yep.
Yeah, doing the groundwork.
Momentum's like a wave when the ocean's building it and building it and building it and building it, and you're going and you're like a rocket ship all month long. And then it doesn't just like, whoop, you don't fall down. You ride that sucker all the way to the beach. And guys, the only way to do that is to keep the momentum going, is to keep the activity going.
Literally, you go the 2 busiest days of the month, typically, for me, I think the last day and first day.
Yep.
I want the first day to just start, yeah. That's why I'm already building my friends list for next month. I was like, okay, I need like 800 more people to get to 5,000, and I'm going to try. Let's keep on going.
Absolutely.
There you
So,
go.
Ryan, was there any questions or anything? Are you on that thread?
Yeah, I'm seeing everybody just agreeing and stuff like that.
Oh, good.
Everybody's steadily pushing and rocking and rolling. And I can tell
I hope
you,
you guys are. Go ahead.
I was going to say, it feels great when you get your testimonies and your stories. You've helped me lose weight, Ryan. I appreciate you. All that kind of stuff. And it feels great when you get people ranking. But your next step that some people don't even get to experience is when somebody says, I've already hit my rank and it's only the 10th. Or I've already hit my rank and it's only the 15th. And then it gets addictive for them, and it gets addictive for yourself to help those people to get those kind of gratification. I love it when people message me and they're like, it's only the 15th and I've already hit my rank. Well, that already knows you got still a half a month. We can get you going. Get that momentum further on over. It's awesome.
Yep.
It's so weird to see you switch your camera off and there pops up Kathy Ward.
Oh, does she? That is so weird. I have no clue. My camera did low battery and it took everybody away.
Okay, so I'm going to tell you guys, do you know how I know who works the beginning of the month? And this is how. Because if you are enrolling people the first week of the month, their auto ships typically are set for the first week of next month. And so the people that are bragging about, oh my gosh, this month started out so great, you already know that that's what's happening. Like, they're working the first and second week because all their auto ships are falling at the beginning of the month. Those of them that are working at the end of the month, all of their auto ships are falling like the 23rd through the 25th. And it's like, those are the
Stressful.
ones who are stressing out, freaking out. Yeah. So reverse your work. Start working your month, beginning the month. And the goal is to get as many of your recruiting done, as much of your recruiting done at the beginning of the month, and push your follow-ups out to the end of the month so that you've completely switched how productive your month is.
Yep.
I I hope you guys are getting value out of these rush hours. Like seriously, I love that we're coming together and that we're all here to do this for you. And listen, it's a job, especially on the last night of the month. That's taken away from other things that we are doing. So I hope you guys are grateful. I hope you're getting value out of them. Anybody has any suggestions for next month? If you'd like to see somebody else being focused, I think we're going to invite the 6 stars, Stacy and Allie, and we're going to see who else we could get to come and join us for next month's rush hour. Tomorrow, opportunity call with corporate right here in this group. You guys be a promoter of that. I would love to see us collaboratively as a group start building that call, and let's get it to 500 people on it every week.
That's right.
That would be super cool. Let's show corporate we value their time and we appreciate what they're doing. And not only show up, but bring guests. It's effective, you guys. It's an amazing recruiting tool. They get to hear firsthand from people.
I agree. Yep.
Right. That's right.
So any last minute
All right.
words, Elisa?
Well, I just want to reiterate what you were saying. I think, and I touched on it a little bit. I think honestly, some people just aren't sure what to do with that opportunity call, because honestly, we haven't, talked a lot about that, or maybe like, who to invite. Like you mentioned it last night, Angel, like, maybe it's just a family member that's not even really sure what you do. Cause I promise you, you all have a friend or a family member that's like, I don't even actually know what you do. Like what you do. I mean, we all have one of those people. Like I've been doing this for a time, and there
Our
are people that
parents don't know what to do.
absolutely,
They can't figure it out.
yeah, they're like, I don't really know what's happening here. But anyhow, I think we're missing that opportunity, and taking that time that Sean and Gentry, not many owners of companies are doing a weekly call. I would guess probably no other owners of a company are opportunity.
True.
So let's take advantage of that, show them, like Angel said, our appreciation for, setting that up, and let's really start promoting that. So I just kind of wanted to second that.
That would be fun. I think and so Elisa just told you guys. So this is what the other thing that you can do. You can, for those of you that have a cold market group, I'm going to give you a reach out for them. Okay. Go to the membership list. Start with the A's. Take a look at who you added to that group. All right. Only message the people you added. Don't be a shady. Don't do it. Don't do it. You go see somebody, you're going to go, but I know them. I'm friends with them. If you didn't add them to that group, don't send them a message.
Right.
That's not cool. So you are send them a message and say, listen, 2 years ago, I added you to that group, and name it. 2 years ago, I added you to blah, blah, blah group. And I haven't heard from you. You've been in there kind of basting. And so I thought you might be a little curious about what we do. There's a call tomorrow night at 8:00. Here's the link. I'm just going to go ahead and give you the link. You don't even have to respond to me. There's a call tomorrow night. Stop chewing on that. There's a call tomorrow night.
Truevee.tv.
People are going, yes, Truevee.tv. That's the link. Now you don't even have to be in this group. They don't have to click on Zoom anymore. Truevee.tv. You just click on it. You go to this, you listen. There are going to be people on there talking about how they overcame things that we face all the time. Some people have overcome being sad. Some people being overweight, needing some energy, like all of those kinds of things. Listen, if nothing else, it'll give you an opportunity to be able to make a decision as to whether you're interested or you're not. Because right now, I just don't think that you have enough information. Okay, that's how you invite them to a call.
Idea.
Family members, pick up the phone and say, Mom, listen. I don't think you value what I do, and I want you to get a firsthand glimpse. I want you to be as excited about what I do as I am, without you even having to do it. I'm not asking you to join my company. All I'm asking you to do is jump on this call with me. Just listen so you can appreciate it. So when I do have a rank advancement, so when I am celebrating something, you are more equipped knowledge-wise to support me. And I would even say, listen, if I owned a restaurant, you'd come and eat there, right? Rope your family members in, you guys, because you never know what's going to inspire them. They may hear a testimony on tomorrow night's call and hang up and be ready to run with you. You never know, and you won't unless you try it.
I love
yeah.
that. It's a great idea. Fantastic.
Get those
The
family
other thing
members. They
is-
should be supporting you. Shame on them if they're not. They don't have to supporting you doesn't mean buying from you. It doesn't mean joining you. It just means understanding and getting a grip on what you do so that they can be genuinely supportive. Nothing worse than a family member who doesn't know anything going, woohoo, congratulations. And you're like, on what? Right? Well, that's the least they can do. So there you go. That's your homework assignments for today and tonight and tomorrow. Go finish building up, wrapping up, buttoning up. And then tomorrow, spend the day inviting people and getting people to your opportunity call. It's been a great
There you
night.
go.
I'm so glad you came and joined us, Colleen. You always bring something amazing to the table.
I appreciate it. Thanks, guys.
All right.
All
Till
right, Elise,
next
we wrapped
month
up another
or
month.
Thanks, y'all. Thanks, Ryan.
Thank
Y'all
you.
have a good
All right.
Everybody have a
everybody
good
later.
night.
Bye,
Good night, everybody. Y'all
guys.
need to reach out to everybody. We're always around.
Unless we're
See you
asleep.
later. Bye.